Okay. Take 89. So, Wednesday. Again. Topic for this week is passing. For those who don't know what passing is, it's going into society or the public eye and 100% being able to identify as a man in people's eyes. So, we're going to start here with some things you can do. Now, we're going to start with smell. You can use cologne, different kinds of cologne, more masculine cologne, cologne that smells more, that's in the men's section of the department store. Now, keep in mind that some cologne smells different with different pheromones in your body. So, you might buy a cologne that you didn't test, but when you put it on your skin, your pheromones mixed with that certain chemical of cologne might smell sweeter than if it were on somebody else. So keep that in mind. Test the cologne out before you buy it. Also, deodorant and stuff like that. You don't have to get deodorant that's man deodorant. You can get unscented deodorant or a soap smell. For example, it doesn't have to be a masculine. You don't have to be overly masculine, okay, with your smell. But you do need to take a shower, okay? So not all men smell like dirty butthole, okay? So hair, next, hair. You don't have to have short hair. Yes, sometimes it helps, but at the same time, there's women who have short hair. So a lot of men, it depends on how you wear your hair. You can wear your hair long, just don't put barrettes and shit in it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to have long hair to be considered a woman. There's a lot of men that have long hair these days. It just depends on how you wear it. So keep that in mind if you have long hair. Try more styles. Look on the internet. Look at pictures of celebrities. Look at people with long hair, men with long hair, and try to mimic that type of hairstyle if you have long hair. If you have short hair, same thing. Next. Sorry it's kind of rushed, but next. Clothes. You don't have to buy humongous clothes to be considered a man. I have found that bigger clothes makes you look a lot heavier than what you really are. So you don't have to buy extra smalls either. You want to buy something in the middle. You don't want to buy a 5XL and you're a medium in real life. Okay, just because your clothes are big, that doesn't make you look more masculine. As far as jeans, that's like the worst thing you want to do when it comes to jeans. You don't want to buy jeans that are way too big for your body, because it's going to make you look like you have hips. And that's one thing that you don't want if you're trying to be manly, because men have hardly any hips. There are some men that have hips, but most of it comes from them having a bigger butt. So it's basically, you make your own man. You are the man that you want to be, if that makes sense. Tight jeans is not a good idea unless you have no hips at all. And some women are born with a very square kind of body with hardly any hips and hardly any butt. So that works for them. But for those of us who aren't so lucky, having tight pants is not an option. So I wear a 34 in men's jeans, but some jeans are too tight because men don't have hips. So therefore, the jeans are too tight on my hip area, so I can't wear them because it makes my hips stick out more. So I go a size higher, a 36. So, but then there's problems with the waist being too big and stuff like that. I actually have some skinny jeans on now. So, I as you can see, it depends on how I wear my clothes. If I wear it like this, you can't hardly see them. But at the same time, if I scoot back, you know, like, it just depends on how you wear your clothes. If it bothers you, then don't wear them. If it doesn't bother you that much, then go for it. Next, your physique. And you have to remember, passing is all about judgment from other people. So it's how general public sees you. So they're judging you, basically, is what they're doing. So you want your physique to look more masculine, whether it's wearing a tighter binder, taping your boobs. You want to make sure that your chest is flat, because that's what's going to give you away ultimately, is your female parts. So your boobs, your hips, your butt, stuff like that is what's going to give you away. Some men are just feminine. Some trans guys look really feminine. It's okay to look feminine. It's not a bad thing. It's okay to be a pretty boy. I have no problem being a pretty boy. It makes me happy. So, keep that in mind too. You know, you don't have to be what media tells you as a man. You don't have to be ripped. You know, you can be lightly defined. You can be lean. That doesn't make you less of a man. If you need, you know, tips on beginner workout stuff, there's a lot of stuff online. There's testosterone iron pit and stuff like that on YouTube. Just look it up. It'll pop up. The way you carry yourself is a big thing too. If you carry yourself as a timid and unconfident person, it's gonna show. If you're not confident with the way that you look, then people aren't gonna be confident that you are who you're saying you are. Even if you're faking it, fake it to make it. Even if you're outside, you know, in the general public, and you don't feel confident that you look like a man, who cares? Pretend like you are, and that's what will show. People will be like, hey, oh, that's a scary dude, or whatever, you know. It depends on how you carry yourself. If you carry yourself like you know you're a man, then nobody's going to tell you any different. But yep, those are the big things for me that kind of bothers me about people in passing. It's not about having facial hair. You don't have to have facial hair to be a man. It's not about big clothes. It's not about smelling like a man. You know, there's other things that matter too, and most of it is in the inside. It's how you feel about yourself. If you're not happy with yourself, just like they say, if you can't love yourself, how can you expect somebody else to love you? So, if you can't be confident with yourself that you're a man, nobody else is going to feel that way. But those are little tips on stuff that you can do to look more masculine. If you want to draw facial hair on every day, go for it. Who cares? Nobody's going to tell you that you can't. You do whatever you want to do, or whatever you think that's possible for you to look more manly to yourself. And then when you go outside, you are who you are. Shoes. One last thing. Shoes. Don't buy shoes that are men's sizes. If you're not a size 12, don't buy a size 12 shoe. You are going to look like a clown. You want to buy your shoe size because it fits your body. You want everything to be proportioned to your body. You don't want shit to be all crazy. Wear polo shirts. They don't have to be tight. Just a lightly fitted polo shirt. Graphic t-shirts are good too, because they hang. Stuff that hangs and is not so tight on your midsection. Stuff like that. Hats. Cover your face a little bit. Make your face look a little thinner. Because women's faces are round, if anybody hasn't noticed. Yeah, that's about it. I hope this helps a little bit. If you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, let me know. Inbox me. Comment. Like. Dislike. I don't give a fuck. Just do it well. Alright, have a nice night.